Hey guys, it's me. I'm Rabid, miner L3+, and I have been laid to rest due to the ongoing difficulty crisis happening with the L7 miners. Anyway, let's just start this stream.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, you check as I'm chest, it's happening next. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds, they can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And all the doubters, they're just downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it.
Hey guys, what's going on? What's happening? Rabid here, and it is Friday, and it's not just any Friday. It's Easter weekend Friday. So is everyone pumped? Colored your eggs? We didn't actually color any eggs. I don't have any stuff to color eggs, so I guess I failed on that end. I should give myself a fail right off the get-go. Anyway, how's it going, everybody? If you didn't catch this morning's video, I did have to put down this Antminer L3 Plus. And if you did see it, what do you guys think about, the sad music, the black and white, the scrolling in, and just the lifelines are fading within it type of thing, the life is coming out of it. But I think it would have had more impact. I should have put the old fans back on it, not the quiet ones, because this thing didn't make any noise anymore. But it probably would have added more effect if we could hear the fans slowly ramping down as well. So I don't know. Maybe I should just redo the whole video. I'm just kidding, guys. But yeah, I put to rest the Antminer L3 Plus, at least for now. So if you didn't see why, be sure to check out that video. So sad I cried. I know. I watched it over and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually kind of sad. What did I do? What did I actually do just now? But yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. That music actually did a number. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Jacob wins. What do we got here? Let's go through everyone we got. Jacob win is BDD twice in a row. Not fast enough, I know. Gerald Gray Bear, my best friend. What we got here? We got Dave Collins, Fun Dub Metal, Dennis Matovich, my best friend again. Dave Collins, V3RD 3RC, Gerald Gray Bear again, my best friend. Dave Collins, Red Putts. We got my best friend. Going through a whole bunch of them. I just talk back for TechMad. What's going on with the Jiggy Wiggy? What are you going to do this weekend? I don't know what I'm going to do. What are you guys going to do? Mathis, thank you very much for the €5. Is that euros? Is that pounds? I don't know what that is. The E's are all... There's like... I did not realize how many different currencies were in Europe. There are so many different, European currencies. It's crazy. The DJ Mine shed building show was funny. Oh, was it? I missed that one. What's he doing? What's he doing over there? TechMat again, BDDD, my best friend, Mathis92, what's going on? Jesse Fremont, Rudd Putz, Dave Collins, Patrick Duncan, and I don't know what's going on. I think we're missing somebody. Where is good old Fudweiser? I don't know where he is, and I even had the button ready to roll for that. So awesome. So what are you guys up to? What are you guys mining? What are you guys doing? And, all that other good stuff. What's going on? I don't know. I got some update. I don't know. Something happened here. L3 will make more with RGB. Maybe I should plug some RGB, find some RGB fans for that thing. And maybe the hash rate will pick up. That'd be awesome. Because it's definitely working for that good old KD box right here. That's for sure. Mischief Manowaski. What's going on? I probably butchered your name, but what's happening? So today, kind of want to go through. As we know, we look at the GPU mining calculator. And Yatacoin is kind of, seems to be on top lately, doing pretty good. There's not much hash rate on the network, and the profitability is in the dollar plus, so that's good. So I did build that server the other day, and we can see it right here that it's sitting on Roblox right now, so don't worry, that's planned. I'm just gonna minus that so we can do some stuff. There's Fudweiser though. You can see him. He's right here. I found him. He's right there. Let me just adjust this so we can actually see what's going on. There we go. Now you can see the full screen operation. There's Fudweiser hiding out right there. But we're going to minus this. And this is, I got a Yatacoin pool, solo pool kind of wrapped up here. So there it is. Actually, I'm going to pull this off so you can see. We're going to see myself connect to it. So I'm going to actually pull up a miner here. We're going to load up this miner and we're going to watch it connect. So we're just going to right click, run as admin. Yes, do your thing. Now it's loading. Now we should be able to see this connect. See there, look. See, that miner just connected to the pool and bam, it's already gone. But I'm going to close this because it'll kill the stream. And then the miner disconnected. So, the pool's up and running. It's working. Awesome. I was using SRB miner, but it seems to be disconnecting all the time. And usually with disconnects, that revolves around, what's it called? I usually think that's a voltage issue, but because everything mines just fine without the voltage actually doing its thing, then Fudweiser spending the money you want. Yeah, he's spending all the money. But usually that turns to be a voltage. So if your miner quits on you out of nowhere, then you need slightly more voltage. Now, obviously, if you set the voltage and your PC reboots, or your miner, if you're in HiveOS, whatever, reboots, you need a lot more voltage. You're not quite there yet to where it's stable. But if it's running for a little while and then your miner just shuts off, you don't know why, that's usually a voltage issue. But I don't think it's a voltage issue with RabidMiner in this instance, because every other miner can mine XMR and every other coin out there just fine, 100% stable. So there's something going on with RabidMiner. So I did recently just swap into XMRig. So on XMRig, I am running, I just moved them over. Here you can see, turn that off. Here you can see, this used to be RabidMining's ASIC farm in HiveOS. That's where the L3 Plus was. And now there's no workers online. So I no longer technically have a HiveOS ASIC farm. It's gone. But anyway, let's go back into here. You can see I have these miners running now for about 7 minutes. I don't know, this one says NA, so I have some tweaking to do still. But these are now running XMRig CC. So they're mining to the pool on XMRig CC. So we're just going to bring the pool back up. Go back into my 4K so you can see the full thing here. And now to set up this pool, I will go through a video because some of you guys are curious about how to actually set up a Yatacoin pool. What?
Feather family has Easter stuff.
Oh, that's exciting. She's playing a Roblox game, Feather Family, and there's Easter stuff, so she's excited. So anyway. Oh, there he is. There he is. Fudweiser is here. So Fudweiser's here. So anyway, we got the server set up. Everything's connected. Now, when you go through it, it says, you know, to enable payouts. I don't have any payouts enabled, so everything's going straightly to the pool wallet. So we're going to bring up the pool wallet here and kind of show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to go to Yatacoin here. I'm going to go to the blockchain. We're going to go into wallets. And I'm just using the web wallet here. And now you can see like Rabid Pool. So it's not my personal wallet, it's the pool wallet. So payouts are disabled. So in theory, everything the pool makes goes to me because it's not a public pool. Only I can connect to it. It's on my own network. So I click on that and I go to check out my stuff. And I'm already, well, it just jumped up a whole bunch from just before the stream. So I'm already at 225 coins. And, you know, I just pretty much threw rigs on. So I'm firing in here, solo mining to my server I built on my rigs, and everything's racking in the pool wallet. Now, if I would enable payments, then it would go to, you know, my personal wallet, and then you'd have to pay transaction fees. And then, well, obviously it's my pool, so the pool fees will go to me. But there's no payouts being done. So everything's going straight to the pool wallet for my solo mining myself to the pool. So eventually, if I want to sell, I would just take the pool wallet, transfer it to an exchange, and that's what it goes. So I'm at 225 coins already, and it's only been, I don't even know how long, an hour, half an hour, I don't even know. So we're racking up some coins pretty fast, but I do see that we have some miners disconnecting and everything already. So I do want to kind of figure out what's going on. We got a bunch of transactions. So remember, this is also, the pool is acting as a full node. So this node is also validating transactions and stuff that's happening on the Yatacoin network. So that's kind of cool. So this is the only way you can actually solo mine Yatacoin itself, is setting up your own pool. So that's one of the purposes that I put together this server PC. So now I have a pool going. I can point all my rigs at it. And for an example, like, look at the latency. We'll go into this. Obviously, if you guys ever ran a pool, you know what's going on here. But this one says NA. What's going on with this? I got to figure out what this issue is. I'm going to have to adjust this, go back into here, turn that off so you guys can see what I'm doing. Just going into the miner here in HiveOS. And yeah, so I don't know what my latency to the actual blockchain is, but my miners to the pool itself is sitting at like 5 milliseconds. 5 to 15 millisecond solo mining to the pool because it's on my own network. And then we come into it and I got to figure out what my latency to the main blockchain is, because every share going to the pool through my rigs is essentially, like, some of you guys are kind of curious about what's it called, proxy mining, where you point everything at one type of specific location and that just sends out the massive shares at once. So, you know, in theory it's kind of the same basic thing, but yeah, that's, you know, kind of what I got going on here in terms of this operation. Another thing I wanted to point out is I am trying T-Rex as well at the exact same time. Hold on, I just got to do something so I don't go AFK here. So let's just move and click a button. Awesome. Minimize that. Yes, I got games rolling on my server at the same time. Obviously, if I get in some heavy duty tasks, you're not going to be running all these other background type of stuff happening on. You're probably not going to be mining. Sometimes I throw the CPU because it's a 3900X in here as well. But this MSI still will not break 42 mega hash. It won't do it. Even with the latest T-Rex I'm trying, so I'm probably going to have to BIOS mod this crappy card. But one thing I do want to point out is I got my capture card plugged into it. I got Roblox running into it, and I don't really lose any mega hash. 42. I'm still rolling 42 just like we did with LOL miner and everything else. No matter what you do, I cannot break 42 mega hash on this GPU. Now, I had it mining Aeon and stuff because it's probably more profitable than mining Ethereum, but I was just testing this out. And I got Roblox, all this other stuff running, and I don't lose any mega hash. When I actually had Roblox idle on my workstation, I have a 3080 in there, non-LHR, FTW3 from EVGA. It does about 99 to 100 mega hash. But if I had Roblox and stuff on, I was down to 70 or 80 mega hash. So I was losing 20 to 30 mega hash. But it seems in here, now I got my 3080, you know, rocking full speed here when I'm mining on it, not streaming. But this isn't losing anything while running games and having my capture card literally plugged into the GPU because Ryzen 3900X does not have integrated graphics, so I have to do the graphics through the card itself. So I'm not losing any hash rate. So that's one bonus I'm seeing out of this GPU. This is the only upside that I see out of this. So I'm probably going to have to BIOS flash this. I'm assuming I'm going to have to mod it. People are saying if I throw in a different BIOS, there's a chance I could start breaking, you know, the 50 mega hash. So that might be a future experiment of BIOS modding that GPU to see what it does, but we'll see what happens there. Other things I got going on this server, obviously I'm still downloading. I got the Chia blockchain coming in here. I got a few plots. Here's my plots and whatnot. You can see them. Everything's syncing up. I got my pool here. It's waiting to throw, so it's going to flex pool. So everything's ready to roll. So this is going to be farming Chia once it syncs up again. Now there's a trick, so I didn't have to re-download the whole thing. I thought I did it right, but I must not have because I've been downloading the whole blockchain for the past 3 days already. I'm just barely over halfway. Actually, I'm not even, yeah, I'm about halfway right now. So another 3 days, you know, I might start actually farming again. But I did something wrong in the whole transfer process. On top of that, I got Pulsar staking going on this server. So this server is doing a lot of things. A lot of things that's freeing up resources on my workstation. You know, it's running its own mining pool so I can solo mine certain things. And, you know, ultimately I can do a whole bunch of other tests, run nodes. You know, I'm going to do a whole bunch of stuff with this thing. It's going to be very exciting when I get to it. But, you know, I just wanted to run through kind of that. Let's just open this up again. I'm going to throw my auto clicker. Engaged, auto clicker on. Now we're just going to minus this and then, you know, go back to the live chat and see what's going on. What's going on here? I see a big yellow Kryptonian. Oh, Kryptonian. Yeah. Is that Superman? Thank you for the US 999 donation. Help me. I can't decide between purchasing an RX 5700 XT, XFX Raw 2 Sapphire Pulse, or Red Dragon. Which should I get? Red Dragon or Red? Yeah, there are Red Dragons actually, or Red Devils. But I would go with the Sapphire Pulse. If you really want the 5700 XT, I would go with the Sapphire. Sapphire Pulses and Nitros are your best tier cards when it comes to AMD. So, you know, if they're within the same price range and they're fairly close or whatever, and you're really up in the air, but those are your choices, I would go with the Sapphire Pulse hands down. As for the 5700 XT, I don't know if I'd really go with that GPU in particular, or really any GPU, because AMDs don't seem to do very well. Actually, they do not too bad on Ravencoin. I'm not sure their flux numbers. I got to test mine. I do have a 5700 XT, but they seem to be failing in the aspect of ergo and other things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. AMDs really aren't a go-to. 6700 XT on sale at Newegg for $600. Is that US? Or is that Canadian? It seems like a decent price, but if that's US, that still seems very expensive. So I'm assuming that's Canadian. So you have to put the horse down, the L3 Plus. Hey, that's okay. It's fine. You know, if next bull run, you know, I may be able to turn it back on again. But, you know, there's other options I can do. There's still a bunch of other script coins out there that nobody talks about. And, you know, I talk about it with CPUs, you know, swapping around the low difficulty coins. There may be something out there that could be profitable that no one's really talking about. So, yeah, you know, there's still other options I could try on that. You know, some people want to see me do pool tests. I did do previous pool tests, and I did find
One guy threw down a comment that Nice Hash was more profitable. It's still profitable on Nice Hash, but I did previous tests here, and Litecoin pools seem to be the most profitable pool for mining Litecoin. That's with your merge mining with Doge and everything else as well. But I put that up in the past versus Pro Hashing, Nice Hash, Poolin, and some other pool. I tried them all, and Litecoin pool was the most profitable out of all those pools I tried. Now, things could have changed. I could try it again, and I could start testing, even though it's wasting power and stuff. But I could start, I could do a pool test with that. There's still other things I can utilize that in testing purposes, and also look for low difficulty coins, because there's a lot of script coins that no one really knows about. So that's potential for it as well. Yo guys, what's up? What's happening, Spaceman? What's happening? I wouldn't get a 5700 XE 4 years ago. I would have. Yeah. Before the 3000 series, the 5700 XT GPU is like the go-to Ethereum mining GPU. It was amazing. Everybody wanted 5700 XT GPUs. Now, once with Ethereum potentially moving, we don't know when it's going to happen, but once it does, 5700 XTs are bad. I might even be trying to sell mine here soon. I'll lose some hash rate, but I think I'm better off. If I can swap one of those out for an A2000, yes, I lose what, 20 mega hash. Actually, with the mod, you're only losing about 7 mega hash on Ethereum, but you're gaining a massive efficiency boost. So if I can pretty much sell my 5700 XTs and swap it for an A2000, I think that's a better play long term for crypto mine. So I might be doing something like that. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend purchasing 5700 XTs, but prices are coming down everywhere. People are thinking they're really great deals, but prices are coming down for a reason, guys. GPUs aren't looking too hot in the future, but I'm just saying. A2000 modded are not safe. Yeah, that's the one thing I'm still iffy, Tech Man. You're right there. Like, I don't know if I do it myself. I don't even know the whole process. I see Panda dropped the video this morning. I still never watched it, but I wanted to. I got to get to that to see exactly how you do it and what you got to do. But, changing things around like that, you could run into risks. So is it worth it? You got to weigh the ups and downs. What if it blows up, overheats, dies? Then ultimately you're out of card. You don't want that to happen. No, I definitely don't recommend buying GPUs right now. I don't. Anyone that's been watching me for the past couple of weeks, they know my stance on the GPU operation at the moment. It's not looking good. Someone commented the other day. It's funny. It's like, oh, what was it? Someone said this guy's the most bearish GPU guy out there or something. He hasn't got a GPU in over 6 months or something now, and I can't remember. But then I answered back and said, well, I do have 3 A2000s on the way. And that's all I said. But yeah, no, I am not recommending really purchasing GPUs for the purpose of mining, because we don't know what's happening. I really hope everything I'm looking at is wrong. I really hope everything's wrong, because then that means we'll still be fairly profitable. But just the way difficulty and everything's looking, like, that's another reason why I did that video this morning on the Antminer L3 Plus. Now, I don't know, like, I've been talking about difficulties and everything and coming in, and how a difficulty can hurt a coin worse than the price drop, or worse than price in general. Like, even if the coins go up, another 20% of what they currently are, if they're sitting at their old all-time highs in 2022 when the actual all-time high hit and every coin was, up quite a bit, even at those prices, all the GPU coins are going to be in the red after Ethereum, even at those prices. So difficulty can hurt a coin profitability-wise when it comes to miners worse than the price drop of it by itself. So that's what we're kind of looking into, and that's why I'm kind of saying, once Ethereum is gone, the crypto market, we're probably still going to be in a nice, decent place. Mining in general, whether it's ASIC mining, Chia mining, CPU mining, we're still going to be in the green. Everything's good, but GPUs will turn into their own winter just because of that hash rate coming in and the difficulty going up so high. Things are just, it's going to look bad for a while. I don't know how long, but I really hope the numbers are wrong, and ultimately a lot of people will just shut down, and that will bring the profitability up because it'll keep the difficulty down. But we can't calculate those factors in, because right now it just sounds like I'm buying GPUs, I'm never going to turn off. That's everyone's mentality right now, but I don't think they really understand what's actually going to happen. And that's just, some of the points I'm trying to bring forward of, potential outcomes that could happen. Rabid's going to save us all. Never fear, we'll be okay. No pressure, Rabid. Yeah, no pressure at all. But you know, that's what another reason why I dropped this video. And I don't know if anyone put the two together, but you know, in theory, we got the Antminer L3 Plus. That thing has been profitable forever. I've done profit switching. You know, it's been making over $2-3 a day, even though it's been saying on like ASIC miner value only $1, you know, sometimes 80 cents, but it's been making a couple dollars a day. I was mining 0.03 to 0.04 coins every day using Litecoin pool versus the other pools, because it was almost twice as profitable as all those other pools that I did test. And, you know, I was making a lot of coins there and it was doing good. But I haven't checked on it for, you know, a couple months, and the L7s and everything has been coming out and hitting that network. And yeah, like 25 to 50% reduction because the difficulty is going up in terms of fees. The price isn't down that much. Like this, if the L7s weren't here, that would still be profitable, but the difficulty coming up made that L7 not worth running anymore. Like 11.5 cents profits on 660 watts. And if you're not running Hivon or Bliss firmware, you're running that thing at stock. That's 800 watts for 504 mega hash. So you'd be in the red at that point. That's when you would shut it off. And if you really want Litecoin, you buy the coin for that power price, and you would end up with more coins than you end up then mining it. So that's why I shut it off. And that's kind of, I'm hinting towards things like, if you saw the title, you know, it's not the price that made me turn this off. You know, there's other factors that can destroy crypto profitabilities. This is kind of little things I'm leading up so people start realizing, looking at difficulty and stuff in the factors. I'm not directly saying it, but I'm kind of hinting it. And, you know, that was the main thing why I did that video, is I want people to start looking at difficulty and stuff of networks, not just the price, because there's other factors that can affect mining profits. And after Ethereum, that's going to be the huge factor that destroys the GPU profitability after Ethereum is gone. So that's, you know, some of the points that I'm trying to make out there with some of those videos. Too low value for Rheostat. What's that? What about KD Box Pro Miner and ETH miners after ETC, after POS? L3 Plus isn't profitable in Europe. Oh, L3 Plus is definitely not profitable in Europe with 40 to 50 cents per kilowatt hour. The KD Box Pro, it hardly uses any power and it's profitable. So, you know, that thing's awesome. What else is there? ASICs after Ethereum. So I don't know which ASICs are going to be able to switch yet. I was talking to Fully Electric. He has a lot of ASICs. He has almost every ASIC. I don't know if he doesn't have it now. He used to have it, and they paid themselves. He paid them all off. So you get ASICs when they first come out. They will ROI, pay themselves off, and ultimately third parties, depending on the crypto market and price, they can go up to like huge amounts just based on how the profitability of those miners. But, you know, after Ethereum, it doesn't sound like the A10 Pros and stuff can switch to Ethereum Classic. Not that I cannot confirm or deny that 100%. But he does have two of them set, and in the software and stuff, and he couldn't find firmware for it at this moment, but doesn't mean it's not being worked on. By the time it happens, you know, or slightly after it happens, there may be firmware coming out. We don't know. But so far, it doesn't look like they can actually move to ETC hash yet. But it does look like the Jazz miners and other ASICs can move over to Ethereum Classic. So you got to keep an eye out on that. So the ASICs only really have one place to go after Ethereum if they can switch, and that is to Ethereum Classic. So on a GPU standpoint, GPUs can't compete with that. With the low amount of hash rate that's already on Ethereum Classic, and with all that ASICs that can switch, moving to it, you know, that difficulty is going to go up, and you're going to have to run efficient. And really, the only GPU that can compete on Ethereum Classic in terms of efficiency and price to build rigs are those A2000s. So they have for majority of the ASICs, they're actually more efficient than all those ASICs. But the Jazz miner's in its own league, and, you know, nothing can compete with that. But depending how many can switch, ETC is not going to be a go-to when it comes to GPUs, especially right after. Now, who knows, next bull run, if ETC explodes, awesome, you know, then maybe it can handle some hash rate. But, you know, at least for the next 2 years, GPUs on ETC might not be a go-to. You're going to have to look to other coins. And because of that, everyone's going to be looking at the other coins as well. And that difficulty is just, it's going to be so big, guys. It's massive. Like, honestly, top 10 difficulty increase across the top 10 coins at the top 10 at the exact same time at least is going to happen. And it doesn't less than 5%. Like at 5%, everything's red. And, you know, even under, maybe 3.5% is all it takes to put everything red. So we're going to need some massive changes happening in the market in terms of price jumps and people literally shutting off rigs in order for GPUs to do fairly well after the point. Eventually, you know, they will come back. So don't go out and sell your rigs. Keep them. You know, when things pick up again, turn them back on. That's what I'm going to do. If it looks red, I'll shut it off. L3 Plus wasn't looking like a good idea anymore. I shut it off. If that happens on my GPUs, I'll just shut them off. But I'm not going to go out and sell it, but I'm also not going out to buy any equipment either, especially right now. Like, because people are be shutting down, because some people are going to try to be getting more out of their investment, like selling. You know, obviously people are selling stuff right now because you're getting more value for it. Once Ethereum hits, look for at least a 50% drop across GPUs across the board on the used market. As soon as you see something used on the used market, you can literally say, that's used. Nobody wants to buy that. Will you take this? People aren't going to be able to sell their stuff. Prices are going to drop a lot because there's no demand there. Why do you want to buy something that's not going to make you any money? So, you know, that's kind of how the market's going to look after that. Prices are going to drop a whole lot more, you know, before everything starts picking up and stuff. So keep that in mind. We need to start pumping RabidCoin. RabidCoin. Yes, I don't know how to do that, guys. I haven't had time to look into it, but I'm going to look into it sometime and figure it out. Rud Putz put RabidMining, I'm going to drop a 50K today. Oh, did he? He's dropping a 50K inflation. Oh, guys. We got a 50K inflation happening later on today on Bitcoin mining beta on Roblox. On the private RabidMining server. 5900X on sale on Amazon and Best Buy. That's right. 5900Xs, even in Canada, also are on sale. So if you want to check that out on Amazon and stuff, be sure to smash a link in the description for, you know, CPUs and anything. You actually hit any Amazon link and then look it up because it'll count as well. But yeah, if you're looking for CPUs, it looks like some of the 5000 series are on sale at Best Buy as well as Amazon. So that's awesome. That's good news. Things are coming down. Myself personally, I'm scratching, you know, I'm holding back. It's like, yes, decent price CPUs again and stuff. Should I do it? At the same time, you know, I really want to hold out and see how that 7000 series does, because, you know, when 7000 series drops, maybe the CPU prices will drop down even more, right? Or, you know, some people are already shutting off CPU mining rigs. They're going to start trying to sell their hardware. Prices are going to be dropping everywhere. But right now, yes, things are looking pretty decent. CPUs aren't going to be affected as bad as GPUs. So the prices aren't going to drop quite as much. But at the same time, you know, if everyone goes out there and starts buying CPU rigs and, you know, oh yeah, CPUs now, they're at least green. GPU garbage, throw it out. Buy those, you know, the difficulty is going to jump across that. And then we're just going to see the same operation happen. So keep that in mind, guys. If everyone buys CPUs aren't going to be too great either. 5900X is probably still a better deal. Yeah, 5900Xs are a good deal. When the 7000 series comes out, they're going to be fairly expensive. Keep that in mind because obviously they're the new thing. They're the new best thing. So they're going to come with the new best thing type of price tag as well. So that's one thing that you got to be leery of. The 5000 series will probably look like the next best price to performance. Then again, the 3000 series may drop to, who knows, even lower. So maybe the 3000 series will go back into being the best price to performance again. You know, that'd be awesome. If I could find a 3950X for like $200, that'd be insane. I would definitely buy those. You imagine like $200 Canadian. That's like 100 and something USD. That'd be absolutely insane. I would definitely go for that. New socket for the 7000 series. Yes, the AM5 is a new socket. They're changing it up a bit. So right now, as you know, like the AM4s, they got that's your 3 and 5000 series. The pins are in the CPU itself. They're swapping the motherboard to kind of how Intel is doing it now with the LGAs and whatnot. So the AM5 actually has the pins inside the motherboard itself, and the pin holes are going to be in the CPU. So yeah, it's going to be totally swapped around. So you're going to need all new equipment for the new ones. You're going to need you're just going to need new motherboards and new CPUs. Now, depending on how it works, you know, that they're also going to be DDR5 compatible, but they're also saying, you know, there may be some DDR4. So depending how the pins and everything between the two RAM is, I never really looked into seeing, you know, how the RAM are different. So if they take the same slot, great. I imagine it's maybe different. So then you're going to have to look into, I use it for DDR4 RAM, or do I need a motherboard for DDR5? And, you know, stuff like that. So there's going to be some more things initially at first until DDR5 becomes mainstream use everywhere. And that'll happen shortly after. Probably next year, we'll see DDR5 everything. But, you know, again, DDR5 is going to be the next new thing. So it's going to come up with a higher price tag as well. So, you know, it all depends where you are. In the end, you know, going with the 3000 series may end up being, you could probably build 2 rigs to one of the 7000 series or something, you know, kind of like what we see with the Threadrippers, where we could build 3 or 4 rigs for the same price of, you know, one Threadripper. So it all comes down to price to performance as well as efficiencies and everything else. But I definitely want to get my hands on, I don't know, like, I know I want 7000 series, but do I want, in theory, for the channel, you know, I'd want 7900 and the 7950X. But as a miner, I think I probably want to just go with like 2 7950Xs because I already know they're, you know, they're going to outperform they have the extra cores and everything, right? But then it all depends how much of that 3D V-catch we're actually getting. Are we going to get double than what we actually previously had, just like we're seeing on the 5800X 3D? If so, that'd be awesome. If you could fully utilize all 32 threads on Haven, I think that's going to be a game changer in terms of CPU mining profitability. That's going to make maybe $1, $2 a day, you know, on a single CPU. So that's pretty good. And then obviously if Raptorium pumps, I don't think we'll see too much increase in hash rate. We might see a little bit, but if Raptorium pumps, you know, it doesn't really matter. The 3000 series coming in for $200 a piece. You know, build them rigs up, get that farms up, you know, 10 cents, 50 cents. Raptorium is going to make CPU mining through the roof, you know, in profitability. So, yeah. Anyway, crazy guys. I don't see DDR5 being worth the money. Yeah, I don't know really what the specs. I haven't looked into it at all, so I don't know. And, you know, previous test, running your RAM, like example, 3200 megahertz CL14 RAM, running at 3200 megahertz when we're only running it at 2400, which is XMP profile off, just the stock clocks, you're more efficient than running it, you know, at the full RAM speed. So, you know, where does you draw the line of what you actually need? Now, you know, there are people that, you know, take to heart, overclock your CPU, 4.4. I'm running 4.4. RAM overclocked to the, you know, yin yang, and this is going crazy. But guys, oh my gosh, they're using over twice the power to mine the coin for not worth the amount of extra coins you're gaining. Again, you know, if the coin pumps, that's the whole theory. If the coin pumps, do it. But then we'd still go back to running efficient. Use that extra money and buy the coin. Like, I don't know. You know, there's always different arguments from all over the place. Which CPU, bro? 3900X. What are we talking about? What are you asking, Belzenda and Selma? 58 viewers, 28 likes, guys. Come on, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit all those cool, awesome buttons. Also, we did not spin the intro, so let's do that. Awesome. Intro spun. Pulsar hash rate. What is the Pulsar hash rate? Oh, you mean the 5000 series does outperform the 3000 series when it does come to Pulsar by a decent amount too. Actually, I have not tried them on the latest SRB miner. So maybe it was just a tweaking issue before. The previous SRB miner, I believe I was getting like, I don't know, 65 to 70 kilohash, so 70,000 hashes on Pulsar with the 3900X. But like allegedly the 5900Xs were getting like 90 to 95. Now with the recent SRB miner update, we are seeing about what is it? I think we're seeing around 90 kilohash now with the 3900Xs. So, and I'm not sure what the latest hash rates are in the 5900Xs. So maybe the latest tweak just fixed it and there isn't really an increase anymore in terms of the two. That's something I'm going to have to look into. I totally forgot about that since the latest SRB miner dropped. So, you know, obviously in theory, if the 5000 series was really performing that well, take for example, my 5950X was doing about 135 kilohash previously. And my 3900X were doing 60 with people saying 5900X was doing 90. Now the 3900X is doing, you know, 90 some kilohash. So really they should be over 100 kilohash on the 5000 series if they're really performing as well, or if it's just a tweak in SRB miner to bring the 3000 series up. So I don't know. Those are some things I'm going to have to look into, but very interesting aspects. Getting 107 on a fit. There you go. So he's getting 107 on the 5900X. What are your settings? What's your clock speeds at to get that 107? So remember, like I'm only running like 3.6 to 3.8 at the numbers I'm giving out. I'm getting 90 kilohash at 3.6, I think it is 90 kilohash. So if you're ramped up to like 4.2 or something, then maybe it's not really that much of a boost. I have a 3900 XT. The XT was cheaper than the X because it was said to be bad because it was the same. What? I have a 3900 XT. The XT was cheaper than the X because it was said to be bad because it was the same. That's kind of funny. So it was cheaper, but it's performing the same. So bonus. Awesome. I meant, what is the best CPU for CPU mining right now? Right now, currently, like I said, I have to look into the Pulsar thing, but when it comes to all the hash rates, you know, the best price to performance is the cheapest one you can get. I would either roll with the 5950Xs or the 3950Xs if you can find them at decent prices. Now, you can find the 3900s and the 5900Xs for a couple $100 cheaper than the 50Xs. So it all depends, you know, what you can find the price in. But I think the best price to performance currently right now is probably the 5900Xs, as I believe some scalpers are still kind of marking it up, that 3900X. But, you know, like I said, the 3000 series could be seeing a massive price drop soon. So, you know, that may be the better route to go. It all comes down to price, guys. If you can find the same price, you know, pretty close between 3,000 and 5,000, obviously go with the newer 5000 because it's a newer thing. It'll have a little higher resale value longer. But if you find, you know, the 3000 series, you know, at a decent price cheaper, go with that one because its hash is pretty much exactly the same, but, you know, you're getting it a lot cheaper. So that's kind of how you should look into it. 5900 averages 4.9 kilohash per thread. Threadripper 5 gigahash all day. I'm just kidding. 5 gigahash all day. Yeah, you don't even want to know the power. That'd be insane. I really want to see that 58X3D with hash rates. Yeah, I'm curious too. I'm very curious to see how it's actually going to perform. You know, like I said, I don't see it's going to, if anything, it might get slightly better hash rates than, you know, everything currently, but it's not, the only big thing is going to be able to utilize all 16 threads on that little CPU on Haven. Is the only big game changer out of that thing that I see happening. I pre-ordered the 5800X3D. I'm going to test it out, only 5 to 6 days, and I got it in hands. Nice, nice. I'm curious. I'm almost wondering if I should, does Amazon have them for pre-sale? Like, I wonder if I should just try ordering one off Amazon, doing like taking a day or two and testing it all out fast, and then just send it back. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm back. Oh yeah, you went for a run BDD. Welcome back. 94 megahertz L3 catch 3D, so it's super fast. Yeah, but it's like I said, when it comes to L3 cache on the CPUs, really when it comes to mining, it's only about utilizing the threads on the coin. So that's where, you know, you're going to maximize the CPU on Haven, but I don't think we're really going to see great hash rates when it comes across the other coins. It's going to hash either the same as the 3700X, you know, the 5800X and stuff like that, or, you know, the same as the 3900X, everything on the same amount of threads that it's utilizing. And it may see slight increases depending on the infrastructure of the chip. But other than that, like, the big thing I think is only Haven. Haven is probably the only part that's really going to benefit off that CPU, and the price that it's coming in, where it's pretty much almost out of 5900X, you're better off getting the 5900X, you know, because all the other coins you're going to be able to hash more. You have more threads and more cores. But that's just what I think on the situation. Oh, hey, but I could be wrong. So if you're getting one, you know, definitely shoot me some numbers when you get that, because I want to know how it does. We'll see what happens. And yeah. Ultracomb, hey, did you come across the 1 gigabyte page I was telling you yesterday on Miner? I start RTM on XMR. Huge page enabled, 1 gigabyte page not available. What would a 1 gigabyte page do to productivity? Is that a Windows or Hive OS? Now, I believe, like, if you're running Windows, you get the MSR mod and huge pages. And I don't think you get the 1 gigabyte in Windows, but 1 gigabyte is a Linux thing potentially. Or it's the other way around. One of them uses it and one of it doesn't. So I don't think it really has much effect on stuff, but, you know, it just makes everything look better. It's on Windows. You know, I'm probably gonna wreck something here. Let me see what I could do. Hopefully my stream doesn't break. Let's just turn on XMR. What's gonna happen here? Oh, some break. So this, that, values, threads, AVX, anything about huge pages, 100. Yeah, the huge pages there. MSR mod already exists, but with a different name, win service. Yeah. Where's the 1 GB? So yeah, maybe that might be a what's it called? Yeah, the gigabyte pages thing might be that might be a Linux thing, so a Hive OS operation thing. Might do nothing for Windows, but I cannot confirm that. I can't remember. I used to go through all that stuff before, and I can't remember exactly what they did. Close. Did the stream die? Are you dual mining Ton or Ergo? Negative. I'm not dual mining nothing because it wastes power. No, at first it was probably worth it, you know, but the profitability dropped by like 75% on Ton dual mining. So is it worth the power now? Depending where you are, if you have free power, then yes. If you're paying for power, then probably not. So no, I'm not dual mining anything. And I haven't tested Lithium at all, so I don't really know anything about that coin or the profitability, but you know, I probably should check that out soon. I want to go back into here. It just kind of refresh my flex pool. So estimated daily, weekly, monthly. 0.4. So yeah, 0.4 Ethereum. So to mine a block currently right now with 1 gigahash. Let's see here. 2 divided by 0.4. So yeah, it would take 5 months in theory to pool mine 2 Ethereum. 5 months. It's crazy. It's crazy. 5 months. Oh man, it just brings me back to 2 summers ago. Like, guys, 2 summers ago, 380 mega hash. That's 12 RX 580 cards. They would mine 1.2 Ethereum every month with 380 mega hash. 1 gigahash is now sitting at 0.4 a month. Look how the profitability dropped just from the difficulty. And that's difficulty climbing on a coin like Ethereum. Now imagine how bad that's going to be when the other coins get hit. Those coins cannot handle any hash rate at all. And guys, oh my gosh. I get shivers thinking about it. Don't buy GPUs, bottom line. Yeah, how about a lithium? I don't know anything really about a lithium. I haven't mined it at all. I don't even have a lithium wallet. So I should set that up and, you know, figure out how to dual mine it and get into it and do all that stuff and see what the profitability is. But as of right now, I really have no idea. All I can think is dual mining anything probably isn't really worth it. But it might be. It might be. Maybe on the LHR cards. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I made 100 or so lithium. I'm out now. You made 100 of lithium, you're out. How long did it take you to get 100 of lithium? Like, I don't even know. Is there a lithium profit calculator? Like, I have a lithium. I don't even know. Like, I've never Googled this word in my life yet. That's how much I thought about a lithium. Lithium, a new paragod, whatever. A new something. So they got some fancy thing here. Blockchain, a lithium, 5. Mine, contribute, build, code base, block flow. Okay, is there maybe a calculator? Lithium profit calculator. Lithium mining calculator. Blake 3. What? What to mine? Oh, it's on what to mine. All right. So what's the hash rate? What's a card got for hash rate? Anyone have a hash rate for Lithium for me? Maybe 21 bucks a month. Is that dual mining 21 bucks? But what's the price at? Like, let's take a look at a lithium price. Let's get to some basic research, I guess. Where's Ethereum's price? Coin market cap. I guess we'll roll with that one. All. When did this coin come out? Where's the date? January 12th, 2022. So this just came out this year? That sound legit? That sound real? That sound the way it is? Came out this year, guys? That's what it is? New coin? Just released? 23 cents. All right. Okay. Lithium mining pool stats. Lithium mining pool stats. Let's see what's going on here. All right, we got 25.3 terahash. And what, by looking at this, we're in the gigahash in terms of hash rate. I'm making $10 a day extra on TON dual mining. I got 25 gigahash. That's after electric. You got 25 gigahash of TON. That's dual mining. How much freaking Ethereum hash rate do you have? Wait, 25 gigahash. Yeah, 3090 directly mines about 5 gigahash. So that's like, yeah. All right, so that's like 5 3090s directly mining. But yeah, so 2.4 gigahash is 87 cents. Lithium could be the new ETH, not financial advice. So Lithium could do some good things, is what you're saying. We could see a massive price jump here, is what you're saying. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I have not looked into it. It just looks like it's brand new, and that's about it. So, hero miners, coin hunters. What's going on here? 81% hash rate. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to wait for the next bull run to see what this does. Could it spike? Sure it could. Could see a massive spike. Will it? Who knows? No idea. I have not looked into it whatsoever, but I should one of these days. Check it out. TON is worth 1 cent. I'm making 10K. Went through that. Pair on diagram. 662 on a 3089. Dual 21 cents US. It's taken me 2 months to get 200 on 2 rigs. Lithium could rocket. It could rocket. Guys, you hear that? It could rocket. Or not. Yeah, or not. We don't know. It could. There's potential. It could spike. It might spike. It might spike once and then never again. But, you know, there's chance that it could spike, guys. So, you know, I guess it's always good to hold a little bag of everything and just watch it. If it spikes, you know, don't hesitate to sell. Don't be like the Dogecoin guy. Be like, I'm waiting for it to hit $1 and then not sell. And now you have nothing. But not financial advice. TON is 25 cents. So, yes. But yeah, let's take a look at TON coin again. TON coin. TON. Take profits. Yeah, do it. Take them. Okay, we want to go to, where's the miner thing here? Wallets, TON coin, validators. I remember we just went through this operation last time. They did have a miner page here still. Where was it? I'm going to have to go to TON coin pool and just find it, I guess. Tools? Nope. Oh, mining and givers. There we go. Hash rate 59. Did this change? This went up a couple days, I think. This changed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. I don't know. We're going to have to go to TON Whales pool. I think that's the name of the pool. Is it TON Whales pool where they showed you that fancy little how much you got with your hash rate? TON Whales mining pool. Oh, it went up a bit, guys. 0.211. Last time we checked this is it was 0.1 something. But I remember profits are still over 50% lower than when I first tried it. When I first tried it, it was like 0.044 or something. And it just dropped to 0.16. Did you guys just switch to this or what? What just happened here? It just dropped like, I don't know, 20%. But anyway, when I first, looked at how to mine, dual mine with TON coin, now I just went back to 0.2, but it was 0.44. And this calculator here was pretty much legit spot on. on how much I was getting per day per gigahash. So it was at 0.44, and we're over 50% less than from, when that was then. So it was barely doing good at that time. It was a little more profitable doing it, but seeing how it dropped over 50%, I can't really see it being worth doing it anymore. It was barely covering the power before, so I don't know. That's why I'm kind of saying, nope, I'm not doing mine. It's probably not worth it, but I haven't done it for a while either, so, technically I can't really say that with 100% accuracy. But just judging by the numbers of how the profitability dropped, because again, why did that profitability drop? Coins mined, the yield is down because more miners started doing it. The difficulty went up. So that's, same mentality here. We're going to push this more and more because people need to realize that difficulty can hurt something more than, a price drop or something. Yes, but considering ETH profits drop too, it's good. To a point, it's good. If it's not paying the extra power that it's using, it's not really good. CFX. Which one was CFX now? Is that Conflux? I don't know. I used to, if it does, honestly, I used to not like Conflux from what they did. Yeah, that's Conflux. I used to not like them from what they did, but honestly, at the end of the day, if this coin takes off and it becomes profitable or something, then mine it, You're in it for profit pretty much, right? So if it becomes profitable, it becomes profitable. Back when we didn't have to worry about ETH leaving and stuff, and Conflux was very profitable. It was when Ethereum before 1559 was making massive amounts a day, Conflux was actually making more on NVIDIA GPUs. But they came out and they said, you know what? We're not going to do a halving. We're not going to do anything for at least 4 years from when we first came out. And, everyone's like, awesome. We were mining it. It was extremely profitable. And then out of nowhere, they decided, we just had to, they didn't even give really any timeline. They just did it. They came out, they swapped the rewards, over halved it. They 3/4 it. They dropped the block rewards by 3/4 out of nowhere, and then said they had a community vote. So they just do whatever they want all the time and just come up with an excuse or something. I don't know. So that's why I said I don't really like Conflux or anything for them. That happened a while ago. But, if they become super profitable, then awesome. But picture this right now. If they never did that back then, they'd be at they'd be at $30 or $40 right now per day, still destroying Ethereum in profitability. But they did that, and now ultimately a lot of people didn't like them, myself being one of them. But if they take off and something happens, great. I have nothing against them. If it's profitable, mine it. Just mine it, no excuses. If you're making money off it, do it. So that's my opinion on Conflux. And that who's to say they don't do it again? What if they do take the #1 spot for a couple months and all of a sudden, okay, we're just going to cut the rewards again. See ya. So yeah. Oh, we had a hidden vote. We had another vote. Sorry about that. That's the way Conflux seems to operate. So I don't know. So there's my 2 cents on them. Any info on BTM today? I don't know. I have not tried it yet. What's his name? Who's all been mining it? I'm assuming you've been mining it, Ultracomb. And is the chain still down? Is that blockchain still down? I don't know. Let's take a look at it. BitTor. I laugh every time I say that name now when I found out what it was actually called. Let's take a look. BitTorium hybrid blockchain running off Ghost Rider. What is this? Join now. ISO and softcap hard. Huh? First time I've been on this website, but I wanted to go to mining pool stats actually. BitTorium mining pool stats. What do they got for BitTorium? And it's not here. I guess we have to type it in. BitTorium. Is this it? Is this what it is? BitTorium, Ghost Rider. There's hash rate on the network. So there's people mining somehow. So I don't know what's going on. But no, I have not mined BTM. I'm excited to try it this evening as the weekends are my time to lay with the comp. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet either, but I'm thinking about it. I just have no idea what this is all about at all. Honestly, this is... Oh, my screen's not big, but looking at it, this is obvious a fork of Raptorium, like BitTorium, Ghostwriter algorithm. It's already over the hash rate when I first started mining Raptorium for one. It's up 4.71 mega hash. I believe I was at like 2.5 to 3 mega network mega hash on Raptorium when I first started mining. I don't know what the block rewards or anything are. Does it say here? 9 minutes, 9 minutes. BitTorium block reward. What is it? BitTorium block reward. What's the block rewards? Block reward nope, don't want BitTorium. Load. Block reward, explaining. What's the BitTorium block reward? Anyone know? I don't know what this operation is. I don't know. I'll have to look into it later. But I was thinking about trying it. You know, be very careful. I assume it's using the core wallet. If you know anything about the sheet coin, that happened a few months back. Maybe it's a year ago by now. It was a core wallet. New coin came out, and somehow it leached its little fingertips of malware across other core wallets. And it was taking and thieving, you know, Raptorium and other wallets that were using that same type of core. So most Bitcoin based wallets that just come out, they are that QT core type of wallet. So, you know, some wallets can leak into them and take all your coins. So be very careful when trying new coins. Things could go bad. Another thing is we're backing these things up like Zelcore, Raptorium wallet, Pulsar wallet, all these core type of wallets as well. You don't just simply enter a seed phrase or anything. You have to copy your actual wallet DAT file. So when you do have these wallets, before your PC or your hard drives explode on you or you reinstall something, be sure to save the DAT files, the wallet DAT files on a USB drive or something, or you won't be able to recover your wallet. So save those so you have them saved somewhere. And then that way, if you reinstall or move to a different PC or something, you can simply just download, reinstall the latest version of the wallet, copy that DAT file from the USB into that wallet, and everything will be restored as usual. So point that out there to some of you guys as well. 5,000, 20% for staking, 5% devs. 5,000. So it's pretty close to the same block reward, slightly less. Oh, it's 37.50 for, yeah, so it's the same as Raptorium. It's exactly the same. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was 100% fork, and all they did was change the name. They didn't even change the algorithm. They just changed the name. So it's essentially just a forked Raptorium. Who knows? Is it going to do something? I don't know. I have no idea. But is it worth mining? Hey, why not? If it has a one-day pump, you can sell. Is it even on an exchange yet? I don't even think it's listed on an exchange yet, actually. But you know what? Mine it. I might try it. I'm going to try mining it, and hopefully the wallet doesn't get in and infect something. That's a risk that you may have to take. Do you want to take that risk, though? That's the other question. But yeah, I don't know. I might try it here for a couple of days, see what it does. But if it pumps, it pumps. Once it ever gets a listing and, you know, something happens, awesome. If nothing happens, then it's nothing. Still, DJ Mines is still building his mining shed. Can mine thousands per day and is very profitable. It's Mike Swan, nothing is profitable right now if you can't sell it, though. That's the thing. I don't think BitTorium's not on an exchange. So I don't know where the price is coming from for it to be, unless it's on exchange now. Is it on exchange now? Maybe I'm wrong. Last week it was not on an exchange. Maybe it is not. Oh, it's on Xbitron now? Okay, awesome. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, guys. Xbitron. Oh, you've already sold, so there's volume and everything? Okay, this is... The plot thickens. What is this thing? BTM. Okay, BTM. USD and BTC. Nice. There's some... What's the volume look like? 906 coins in the USD form. There's some buys here. Some sells. Interesting. Now, if you're getting thousands of coins a day, obviously, look, there's thousands of coins for sale. Oh, there's quite a decent amount of buys as well. Okay, so it's on an exchange, so you can buy and sell it. So, you know, saying there's no exchange and it's not worth anything is a lie. I apologize. So you can sell it. So if you want to try it, sell it, do it. If you don't want to, you know, you don't have to. I'm not forcing you. If you want to try out a new coin, you know, something's looking kind of interesting, give it a shot. You ain't legit into you on, yeah, exactly. If you ain't on crypto.com yet, you're not legit. But yeah, no, crypto. I love crypto.com 100%. It's awesome. If you guys don't have it, you should. I do have a sign up link in the description. Be sure to click it. And you know, when you sign up, just use code Rabid also. Awesome. But you know, I legitimately use crypto.com for everything. Everything that it can, that it supports. And I'm guessing TechMan does as well because he's talking about it. It makes it so easy. Like 100%. Like you need money on something now. Like say I went to Amazon right now and I need to buy something. You know, I look on there. What does it have? It has Litecoin. It's got, you know, all the major coins are there. And you know, if you have money in the coin, something you got mined, that's how I legitly bought like all my stuff is through their crypto.com Visa, and any coin that they support, I mine to my crypto.com wallet. Open up my phone, hit the transfer button, say how much I want, hit send, you know, put in my secret password. Boom, it's there that fast already. Then I can hit, you know, checkout, buy, done. Orders coming. Like 5 minutes, you can place your orders and buy stuff anywhere any Visa card is accepted. It's extremely fast. And you get, you know, percentage back and rewards depending on the tier of your card. So like I said, when I went back before and, you know, I was buying MSRP non-LHR GPUs, Founders Edition, I was also getting 2% back in crypto on top of MSRP. So I was also getting a deal on top of that. So awesome. Which grade of card do you have? I have the Ruby, the reddish one, the one that gives you 2% back. I got the Ruby. I'm trying to save up through cashback options and stuff to actually stake enough for the next tier. Because the next tier is the one where you can get Netflix and everything 100% cash back. So you can pay for your Netflix subscription through that and you get 100% of it back. So in theory, you're getting it for free. So that's another awesome bonus there. You went for the Jade. Which one's the Jade? Is that the next one that I want? I don't even know. Is Jade the first one? I'm on the second one and I want the third one. But I got to save up my my token so I can stake a little more to get the upgrade card. It's the next one up. You went for the Jade. So you have the Netflix one? Awesome. Well, you guys don't know what it is. Let's have a look. Look at the crypto. It will show you. Crypto.com cards. This one, obviously the big boy is up to 8% off. You imagine? That'd be amazing. So the only crypto card you need, and you know, I 100% agree with this. This thing is absolutely hot. So here they are. I got this one. I got the Ruby Steel. So yeah, the Midnight Blue is your first one. I got this one right here. You got the Jade. So you got the one I want. You got the one I want. So you can see Netflix is 100% cash back. Spotify is 100% cash back on starting at the Ruby here. Then you got all this other support stuff. Look at that private jet partnership. If you got obviously the big guy, you need $400,000 stake to get that. So you need to be a whale in order to get this. And all these cards are made out of metal. They are cool. You pull one of these out in the store. That was funny. I got one at Tim Hortons the other day. I pulled out my Ruby Steel and I pulled it out and they're like, and it says platinum and everything on it. And they're like, what is that? Is that crypto card? And I said, yeah. They're like, oh, that thing is so cool. Because you can use it anywhere. Tim Hortons, Walmart, wherever. You walk into a store, you can buy groceries with this thing. So I love this card. Thing is amazing. You know, I know like I am half sponsored by crypto.com, but I'm legitly saying I'm in love with this thing. So that's the main selling point on my end, is because I use it and I love it. 10% CR staking rewards. Yeah, they're staking. Like they still have everything. I have my Litecoin SHIB, everything staked through them. I get weekly payouts of SHIB. I think about 10,000 SHIB every Tuesday. All sorts of stuff. So I have all my stuff staked through them. Everything pops up. Taxes, they have their own free tax program. So you can just link your account to the tax program. It downloads every transaction. You can go through it. Like it just makes life easy. So easy. But yeah, description, guys. Hit that link. Hit that link if you want to sign up for crypto.com and at least try it. Like you don't have to. You also get free $25 for signing up with my code as well. So there's another bonus. And you need to stake for 180 days. Yeah, you got to put in the staking and everything to get the card, depending on the tier. The midnight one, which is 1%, that one I don't think it has no fees or anything attached. That's just a bottom line basic card you get, and I believe it's 1% cash back. We could have just looked at it. Where is it? Did I go? I exited, didn't I? I exited it. Let's just see. CIO crypto. Where is it? Crypto Visa. Look at the staking required for each one. Requirements. Where are they? So yeah, 0. So the Midnight Blue, you get 1% cash back in CRO rewards, no matter when you use it, no matter what. And you don't need any staking. This is the one I have. You have to stake 400 USD. I got the 2% and the 100. I don't use this. I don't have Spotify, but I just use this for the 2%. Now it's been building up for a while. That eventually, hopefully, I can move up to this tier here, and then you got to stake 4,000 USD. I'm a ways from that, but eventually this is I want to roll with this one, because then you're getting 3% cash back, but you're also getting your Netflix 100%. I think this is a nice tier to roll in, because everybody has Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, then okay, good, awesome, you're saving some money there, but obviously most people do have Netflix or know somebody with Netflix. Getting 100% back, no brainer. Yeti, what's going on? What's happening? The Midnight is plastic? Really? I thought they were all metal. Okay, I guess the Midnight may be plastic, but the rest are made out of metal and they're cool. But I guess maybe the Midnight's plastic. I don't know. I thought they said they were all metal. Maybe they aren't. So, John, did you have the first one before? It's plastic. We got Yeti here. What's going on, Yeti? Do you have more screenshots? Should I show them some of the new screenshots? Yeti, guys, if you don't know, Yeti is working on absolutely something amazing. 100% mind-blowing. No other crypto anything has ever done it. So, I don't know. We'll see what he says. I don't know if he sent me new screenshots or if I could show the other ones, because this thing is awesome. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if I have a different DM from him or not. Scroll through. I'll just wait for him to confirm. But if he lets me show this stuff, you guys got to see this. It's so awesome. Let's minus it. Hey, the blue one is plastic. There's even more in there now. Feel free, 1 sec. I will send you some new ones. All right, sounds good. So I'll go over what I have now. But guys, you guys got to see this. This thing is absolutely mind-blowing amazing. So this is pretty much, you can track everything that you need to track when it comes to your mining. Do I have a better view here? I don't. Minus it. Maybe I can go this way. Well, let me try this kind of. So here is, let me just kind of go over this. Here it is, links with Hive OS for auto syncing, EtherMine pools coming soon. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see this. This is open original, I guess. Now I need full screen. Oh, maybe this one. I don't know which one I need. Oh, all my screens aren't messed up. I'm failing at this. All right. So anyway, pretty much here it is with Hive OS. So it's auto syncing. So you can see your group, the pool you're mining on, your algo you're mining here, reported hash rates and everything, your current hash rate average, your monthly incomes, your current balances across all this different stuff depending on your wallet. So you got your payments area here. This is coming in. So it shows all your payments that you've been getting through your mining farms. Are these stuff he's just sending out? Or I didn't go through yet. Payments area, GPU list. Let's see here. So there's GPU list. So you can see your worker, your name, the farm name, the cost of running it, your thermals, when you updated everything. Where's the cool QR code thing? You can set your electrical cost per units here. Hive OS API, so it links to your Hive OS. Look at this part here. This is awesome. You can set up a QR code. The last time you did your maintenance, what type of maintenance or anything you went on it, it sets it up. You have a picture of your GPU. You can print out a QR code, post that on your GPU, and then whenever you scan it, you can see, like, obviously you update. It's like a file system for your rig. So it's telling you anything you ever need to do or have done with it. So what's this new ones that you just sent? This is the sync Hive data. So I haven't seen these yet. Hive ID, name, Yeti's farm, rigs 2. Yeah, so I don't know. This thing is absolutely awesome what he's got going on here. Hard drive sync. So your make, ASRock, your model of GPU, the serial numbers, your purchasing price. Yeah, that's another part. You put your price that you purchase and everything. Let's find that sheet. And it tells you how long to your ROI and everything. It keeps track of what you're actually getting. Where is that part? So yeah, here, and groups, your investment. So how much did you pay out for your rig or GPUs? You add in that to your investment, your daily cost that it's costing, your daily profits, your total earned, and your remaining time to you actually ROI your rig. So look at this. This has everything here. This thing is absolutely amazing. 100%. This is awesome. Yeti's working on this. Beta will be sometime soon, and then eventually a public release, I'm assuming. But this thing is awesome. The work he's putting into this, there's nothing out there. There's no dashboard that could tell you all this information. Some of it's manual import, yeah, for sure, like when you do your maintenance and stuff. But your QR code, keep track of every GPU, your ROIs, everything. That is absolutely amazing. That is definitely needed. That is awesome. Add in CPUs, cough, cough. Just the miner. That's funny. Seeing how you said that. Look at this. Watch this. Look at this, guys. Let's scroll up. All right. Thanks. And now you can see temps. Okay. On G. Nope. That's the older one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Nice. When's your beta coming? Okay. Right on. Going crazy. That's cool. Definitely nothing else. Here we go. That's cool. Definitely nothing else like it. When done with GPUs, any way to add ASICs and CPUs? And he said, maybe, yeah. So don't worry, guys. I already asked him about CPUs and ASICs. But yeah, that's going to be awesome. You imagine if he gets everything implemented? That's like the only tool you need. You'll never have to look at, say you're mining on 2 miners. Don't need to look at 2 miners. You're mining here. You don't need to look there. You open this thing up and it tells you everything with a lot more details to it all. So that is absolutely crazy. That's going to be an absolute crypto mining game changer when it's released. So congrats to you, Yeti. The work that you're putting into that, I can only imagine how long it's taken to do everything, but that's awesome. I've already been looking at it. CPU and ASIC wouldn't be too difficult to add. So there you go. Wouldn't be too difficult to add, but obviously it's focused on the GPU side first. That's going to be the release in the beta, but updates later on down the road is looking awesome. So congrats to you, Yeti, and I'm sure everyone is going to 100% appreciate that. That's so cool. I want to mine of Core 2 Duo. I have loads of them around. Core 2 Duo. You could try. You might not be very profitable. I don't know how much power those things are going to burn, but you mine anything. Try Avian. The hash rate is down. I don't even know what the hash rate's looking like these days. But what's Avian looking like? Haven mining pool stats. Avian Minotaur X hash rate is difficulty still on a downward spiral, guys. Look at that. Try throwing that thing on Avian. There's not much difficulty there. It might be decently profitable. Also, don't forget about the CPU mining calculator, guys. If you know your hash rates, head on over to that website. It's my website. But you can figure out, the profitability of your CPUs by plugging them in there. We're still working on data to get some tabs and everything put into there, but that's awesome. Hopefully you can add in some advertising spots so you can make some money for all your work. Yeah, for sure. Yeti will definitely have, I'm assuming, either an ad spot or what's it called? A donation link. Something will be on there for sure. Guaranteed. He should definitely get some type of revenue for putting all that together, because I can only imagine the work involved in putting something like that. Awesome. But that's awesome. I believe every miner is going to be utilizing that tool once they find out about it. What's your favorite coin to mine besides ETH? I don't know. I haven't really mined anything else on GPUs because that's just the way GPUs are. You buy a GPU, you throw it at ETH, and you're done. Obviously, after ETH, it's going to be a whole different story altogether. When it comes to mining other coins, I'd probably say Cadena is actually kind of cool with this KD Box Pro. That thing's cool. Taking my CPUs, throwing it on my pool, mining to my pool. Trying out Yatacoin, Monero Ocean's fun to mine too with the profit switching, checking on things because you never know. Every day things are changing. So I don't know. CPU mining is a lot of fun. Currently with GPUs, like I said, point to ETH, you're done, leave it, forget it. Don't really have to do anything about it anymore. Just wait for some profits to come in. But after the fact, things will be changing. Buckcoin, yeah, there's the Buckcoin, good old Buckcoin. Congrats on the solo block. Hey, thanks, Eddie. Yeah, it only took about 3.5 months, but it finally got ripped and roared. So that's awesome. I do Ergo and ETC. Yeti does Ergo and ETC. Oh, yeah, I do mine Ergo. And actually just swapped to ETC. That's right, on my 4 gigabyte cards. I did put my 4 gigabyte cards on Ergo and ETC as well. So let me just check that, actually. I got 3 of them. I got 3 570s. I put 570s because looks like Raven is more. What? Oh, it's more before power, but after power, you're losing out. So Ethereum Classic looks like the most profitable. Ergo, these are fairly close. Now, one thing I do want to point out, it's going to be different depending where you live, but depending how your power place does work, like example, myself, and one of the reasons why I pulled the Antminer L3 Plus offline was I'm locked in at like 6.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Now, I know you're probably thinking, whoa, 6.5 cents, that's all you pay? Yeah, that's all I pay, but there's more to the way I get charged than that. Yes, I'm locked in at my power price, but now I live out in the country kind of, and we got distribution fees, we got, I can't even remember, maintenance fees, and there's some other fee there. And in the end, those other 3 fees, they go up and down depending on how much power you actually use. So the more power I use, like if I'm hardly using any power, I get my 6.5 cents plus, a little extra, they're going to tack on for a charger. So I'm still probably paying maybe 7 cents. But the more power I'm using, like when I throw on my mining rigs, I'm upwards of around right now, 16, 17 cents per kilowatt hour. My power bill itself is only like $200 and some dollars. After all the fees, I'm upwards of $600 to $800 depending on how much power I use. So shutting that Antminer L3 Plus off, and yes, it's in the green at 11.5 cents. I may actually drop myself down from like say 18 cents per kilowatt hour down to like 15 cents from knocking 700 watts off. So that's why I'm going to be making, it's worth it shutting it off for me, because now I'm going to be paying less power on the rest of my rigs for not using the power on that. So that's where another thing, when I look at this and I see Ravencoin, say it's making $2.36 before power, but say Ergo was making, $2.20. It's $2.12. Actually, I can still use the same thing here. So I may be better off myself pointing my rigs at Ergo, even though Ravencoin is making more per day. I could be spending 18 cents per kilowatt hour here, but if I was to mine Ergo, I might only be spending like 14 cents per kilowatt hour, making Ergo more profitable than Ravencoin. So these are other factors you got to look at. And depending where you live, you may not even know that these other factors are happening on your power bill. And then, depending where you live, you might not even have those factors on your power bill. But so it's different where you are. But in my perspective, when I see things that are close in profitability like this, I look at the power. What's using less power, and is it quite a bit less power? In this case, Ravencoin to Ergo, it's a pretty big jump in power between the two. So I'm better off mining something here and making, in terms of profitability, I'll make more because my power bill will drop compared to mining Ravencoin. So these are other aspects you kind of got to analyze and look at. You can't just jump to like what to mine and say, oh, that's more profitable, switch to it. But what's going on in the background, what's going on with the way you're charged on things come into play as well. What to mine doesn't point those things out for you. First I had chopped through the block when it came to Rabid coin fees. Rabid calculated how many GPUs he would buy when he hit the block. How many GPUs I buy? I calculated a total of 0 GPUs is how many I would buy. 70% of my electrical bill are admin tax charges in Calgary. Ouch. See, that you're probably in the same thing I am, Alan Chang. You got, admin fees, you got a distribution and a maintenance fee or something else as well. Like those charges are over sometimes double to more of what my actual power bill itself is, and it's retarded how they get charged. And it's funny because I seen the guy on the news the other day. He's probably the guy that is charging you these extra fees, because he's like, oh yeah, people can cut their power prices down really, really easy. All you gotta do is call in, get a locked rate, get off the various and fixed rate. I have a locked rate. I did everything I possibly can. You cannot get any rate changes when it comes to those distribution guys and everything else. So that guy's sitting there chuckling away like I'm stealing all their money, but really, they don't know what's going on. Yeah, we know exactly what's going on. All these big time guys that are corporations are robbing everybody, and they should all be in jail. That's what's going on. Uh, anyway, there's a little Rabid rant, so enough about that. UK power costs are brutal. Yeah, UK guys, yeah, depending where you are, I heard anywhere from 35. I believe someone somewhere was up to 66 cents per kilowatt hour in the UK. It's like, whoa, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. Like, ouch. Very bad. Perma GPU bear. Yeah, I'm a perma GPU bear. Well, not officially. Like right now, I'm really against purchasing GPUs. I really think they're going to be unprofitable once Ethereum's gone. We don't know how long it's going to be extended for, but eventually it's going to come. So, next bull run, GPU's profitability may pick up. But before that bull run, when everyone starts mass selling after Ethereum, because it's going to happen, prices are going to be dirt cheap. That's when, if you really want some GPUs, you can pick some up here and there. It doesn't mean you have to run them. Hold on to them. Do something. Get your hardware very cheap. And then if a future bull run comes into play, you have the stuff. You don't have to pay the scalpers. You don't have to pay all these crazy inflated prices at the time, because bull runs are going to come. And each time they come, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. So keep that in mind as well. But as for going out right now and buying up massive GPUs because they're kind of coming close to MSRP or slightly under, we're going to be looking at a 50% price drop at least from whatever you see decent prices are from now till after Ethereum's gone. Like, people won't even be able to give away GPUs, motherboards, everything. Like B250 mining experts, you're going to see for $30, $30 with a CPU and RAM. That's what they used to run for in 2018. And after Ethereum, GPUs are going to be less profitable. They're going to be not profitable. At least in 2018, you were making 10 cents, 15, 20 cents, per day on a GPU. They're going to be red after Ethereum, guys. They're going to be red. Less than any winter GPUs I've seen before. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents again. Our power bills went up 7% in 3 months. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely crazy. 7%. Oh. Rabid, what GPU would you recommend for gaming if prices drop? For gaming? Like, if you just want the bare minimum, you could probably get away with a 2070 on the majority of the games easily. If you want to go to the 3000 series, a 3060 Ti would easily run anything. 3060 might even easily run everything for the most part. I don't know. But 3080s, you don't really need 3080s. Obviously, the 4000 series is coming soon, and the marketing campaign is, you need these. You better buy these. If you want to run top-notch games, you need these, guys. 2-gen-year-old cards, 2000 series are still going to run everything just fine, when these 4000 series come out. So remember that as well. So interesting on that point. No, a good one. Yeah, 30 series. I got 10 CPU rigs on solar at my friend's, 2 rigs at home by me on 0.1. Whoa, 10 rigs on solar at your friend's. That's nice. That's awesome. I wish I had a friend that had solar. Hey, mind if I plug in? Thanks. But I have been looking into actual other options. So there are, set locations where it's kind of iffy though. Like, do you really want to send your stuff to some place to host them for you? I never really looked into it. What if someone breaks in, steals all your stuff? What if they just say someone broke in and stole your stuff, and they actually, nothing really happened to them or something? There's all sorts of stuff that could happen, but there are options of getting your rigs and stuff hosted for very cheap monthly costs. Like, I think you can get, like, I can't even remember. There's some place in Quebec that's dirt cheap. And Alan Chang, thank you very much for the $5. Got to jump off. Enjoy the snowy day and keep up the great work. Hey, thank you very much. That's awesome. Have a great day yourself as well. Yeti, I host my rigs in the USA and I'm in the UK. Oh, nice. So you're using a hosting service. How much is that? Because there are some around here that I was kind of looking into. Like, let's just look at, like, Canadian mining rig hosts. Large scale crypto mining miner host in Canada, Peace County. So that's actually just north of me. That's fairly close. Decentral. Yeah, this is one of the ones I was looking at. They got Decentral here. They're in Quebec. How much are they? Services, mining consulting, mining hosting. Call. 99 kilowatts, $70 per month. $70 Canadian. Oh, that's per kilowatt. Oh, I don't want. So that's per 1,000 watts. 2,000. No, that's expensive. That's more. Actually, no, that's not. My power bill is $800 right now, and I'm using 3,000, 4,000, upwards of 5,000 watts. Let's take, what's 70 times 5? Like, think about this for a second. That's actually, at first I thought 70 times 70. Stop it. 70 times 5. Yeah. Oh, it's 350. So, So if I was to send all my rigs here, like right now, I'm paying $800 a month, right? This would be $350 a month for 5,000 watts, 5 kilowatts in theory. So $350 or $800. I'm saving over 50%. Now my house, like I said, only costs like $95 or something, $100 a month of power. So in theory, if I sent everything to these guys, I'd only be paying $350 a month in power. Over 50% less than what I pay now. So that's interesting. You know, these are other options to look at. I'm pretty sure we could probably find, oh, wait, that's 99 kilowatts plus. This is the, I don't have that much. This is for the 5 to 99. So it's going to be 75, extra dollars a month. So I'm going to have to add like maybe an extra 50, 100 bucks on there. But still, regardless, I'd say that's $400 a month. That's still half of what I'm paying now. 50% less to run here. But now you don't have your rigs in sight. You know, this is 3 provinces away from me. It's a totally different operation. And, you know, there may be some other cheaper options out there. But there's options to do this. I believe Panda, he sent a bunch of his ASICs somewhere too to be hosted somewhere because it's cheaper to get, because these guys have deals. They run different ways. So these are other options that you can mine as well. But you are under 9. Yeah, so you pay. Yeah, you're right there, Kiss Ruckus. I caught that wrong. It was on the other side. So, like, I'd still be saving 50% of my power price. You know, so say it would cost me, you know, let's just look this legitly, not just guess. So let's just go 75 times 5,000 watts. So $375. So I'm still over 50%. So, you know, there's other ways to do that. So cut your power costs in half. You know, that's probably be better than buying solar yourself. Technically, if you think about it, how much is it going to cost to get solar? A lot. How much room do we need? We looked at it in the other live stream the other day. More than probably any residential miner has to actually run your rigs off solar. If you just throw up a couple solar panels, great. But I don't think that's not really going to do anything for you. We were looking at their numbers, like how much, if I wanted a 75 kilowatt mining farm, you know, worth of solar, I'd need over 115,000 square feet or 1,500 or what was it? It was 11,500 square feet of room of solar panels. You can't do that. Yeah, if you want to run solar on your house, your roof is just fine. You can cover your house worth of power on there. But remember, I use like $95 to $100 per month on just my house. And then with my mining rigs, I'm upwards of $800. So you need 7 times your roof space. You're going to need, you know, massive amounts. It's like, it was like 300 per kilowatt was like 100 square feet or something like that. And you needed like, for me, I needed like, I don't know, it's crazy. We looked at it yesterday. If you missed that live stream, look at it. But you need a lot of room. So solar isn't really an option. As easy it is to say, yeah, if you had solar, but if you really looked into solar, like we kind of were in the other stream, it's probably not viable for 90% of the residential miners out there in the first place. So it's crazy. Yeah, there you go. Yeti says it, unless you cover it all. So yeah, like you can offset some costs, great. But the price to get into that, is it really going to be worth it long term? It's going to take 15, 20 years to offset that cost. Unless you go full out 100%, you get cheaper deals the bigger you go. So if you're going to do it, you may as well go big, but it takes so much space in order to utilize that. And nobody out there probably has that much space unless you live on a farm or an acreage or you buy a plot of land just for mining. You need a massive amount of space. So solar isn't really an option for most miners out there. Again, that's when you're competing against the mining farms and everyone else. So actually going to getting your rigs hosted might be another better option to help you out. So you run efficient, you get your rigs hosted somewhere for cheap power. You may, you know, you have a higher chance of surviving the GPU after Ethereum mining longer for the next bull run, or at least be able to turn them on earlier or something, right? Can you recommend a video capture card? Yeah, I'm using this one right here. Bam! Still playing games. Hold on. I use the Elgato 4K 60, so it's 4K and it's 60 frames per second. That's the one I use. I found it on, it was on sale. I don't know if I have a link, but if you're checking for it on Amazon, just hit any of my Amazon links first, and then you can search whatever you want. But be sure to hit a link. But I'd recommend that one. I'm using it. I love it. It's doing good. It mixes well with obviously my Elgato Stream Deck and everything too. So, but that's what I'm using. I haven't tried any other ones, so I can't say, you know, this one destroys the other ones. I can't say that legitly. I'm just saying this is the one I'm using, and I like it. It's doing everything I need it to do, and I have not had any issues with it. So that's my whole review about that. So yeah, like there's probably better ones out there. Maybe look at some big tech guys for their actual reviews, but I can confirm this one works great, easy to install. You do need a times 16 PCI Express slot though. It looks like when you're in the package and stuff, it looks like it might fit in a times 1. It actually doesn't. Actually, I was recording a video for my gaming channel. I wonder if I have it here. Videos, you can kind of see it here. Videos, captures. Where's all my captures? You guys are seeing all my inside stuff now for videos. I'm just kidding. But effects, camera, where is it? Roblox, stream, start, video. Is it in my video part? No, it's not in any of my B-roll things. I have it here somewhere because I was going to record a video for my gaming channel for it, and now I can't find it. Uh-oh. Nope. I don't know where it is. But you need a times 16 slot, not a times 1. It looks like in the pictures it's a times 1, but it's a little bit longer and it won't fit. You do have to put it in a times 16. So I'd point that out. Just got notification that my AMD Ryzen 5800 X3D is getting delivered today. I'll post hash rates in Discord. Alexander, nice. What already? Who'd you order it from? Oh, I'm gonna look on Amazon. I don't want one, but I want to test one. Yeah, post hash rates. Keep me updated on that. I'll do like a Rabid news video later on or something on that. That's awesome though. I'm just gonna go to Amazon right now. Actually, I'm gonna look it in. I just want to see if I'm gonna get doxxed first. All right, looks like I'm good. Signed in under Rabid here on my business account. Let's look at 5800X3D. It's not on Amazon. What is this garbage? Or I know what it is. It's because I'm on Amazon Canada. It's probably in US. It's just like, what was the other thing I just released not too long ago? Oh yeah, the 3090 Ti. The 3090 Ti released. It wasn't in Canada. It probably is now, but you know, the first couple of days it wasn't even listed on any store in Canada. So Canada always gets ripped off. But I do not see the 300X3D anywhere here. 300X to 5800X3D. What if I just put in 5800? I don't know, 3D 5700 5800X. Not here. Is it that AMD store only? Is that the only operation? You're gonna have to lower. Huh. All right, not here. They don't have it. Failed. Fill my pool with salt water and make a solar battery. What? BH Photo. Oh, BH Photo had it? Okay. Is that Canadian? You know what? Let's just go to PC Part Picker. We could check that out. It should have it listed there. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe it's not updated yet. No. US. We want Canada. Browse parts. CPUs. 58. Nope, it's not here. Not here at all. All right. 5800 X3D Canada. Where to buy? Amazon, Walmart, Canada. So yeah, 8 core, 16 threads, base clock's 3.4. That's interesting, guys. What's the 3700? Hold on, I need to look at this. 3700X specs. Isn't it 3.6 or 3.6? That's very interesting. I didn't really look at this before. The 3.6 and the max boost is 4.4. Now this doesn't have a boost because allegedly you can't overclock it. That means the base is only 3.4. It's hash rates are going to be less than a 3700X, guys. Wait, why does it say a max boost is up to 4.5? So it has like a PBO still in it. You guys can't see this because my screen's all messed up. Sorry about that. Maybe try my web one. You can kind of, yeah, you can see that better. Can anyone confirm? Is there any new tech things coming out today or something? It does say max boost clock up to 4.5. And the base clock is 3.4. But I thought the rumors were saying you can't overclock it. Now, you may not be able to overclock it directly, which means in the motherboard, by stock, it's running a PBO, which allows it to default boost up to 4.5. So hopefully you can at least lock the cores in at 3.4. Because if you're PBO in this thing is going to get hot and burn a lot of power. So I imagine there's something in between. Definitely let me know what's going on in there when you get that CPU in, because I'm curious. Because, yeah, I thought you couldn't overclock it, but it's looking like it does have a boost clock. And if you can't overclock this, all I can think about is it's potentially a PBO is allowing it to boost. So if you're unfamiliar with PBO, like let's take Ryzen. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Am I mining right now? No, I'm just, oh yeah, I'm not used to this. I'm on default. But take this for example. So you can see I got 500. Like normally when I mine, I go to manual here. You guys see that? So normally when I mine, you go to manual. You can see I'm at 3 point. That's the wrong one. Manual on profile 2. I'm at 3.8 at 1 volt. So this locks everything to 3.8, obviously. So then when I'm done mining or I'm going to live stream or something like right now, I just go to default, hit apply, and this unlocks it. Now when it unlocks it, this is where it's using the stock motherboard settings now on default. And that's the 5000, 5000. And that's whatever your PBO on your motherboard is actually set at. So now, you know, so you can see this thread here, it's going up to 3.8. It's sometimes peaking a little over 4. It's allowing it to go up to that 5000. But it's on the other one, you see, it's just doing that on its own type of operation. So that's what I'm wondering, if that's what's actually going on in here. Hopefully it allows you to at least set manual of this. So obviously you're not going to be using 3.6 or 3.8 because the base boost clock is 3.4. So I wouldn't really recommend going above 3.4. But because it's a smaller CPU, you might be able to hit 3.5, 3.6. But going to, you know, 3.8 up to 4 and so on, this thing's going to start running very inefficiently because hitting that boost clock type of speeds, you know, you're burning way too much power. Your motherboard starts burning more power, other factors, everything just goes up in power. It doesn't make it worth it efficiency-wise. So I'm very curious what's going on here. Very, very curious. So I really need you to show me some numbers when you get that thing in. But it doesn't look like the base clock is very fast in this thing. Initially. Interesting stuff. It's the L3 catch for mining. No, it's not all about the L3 catch. So that's the other thing people, you know, you're thinking. It's not about the L3 catch. Now, really what the L3 catch is doing, we're seeing this 96 megabytes. We're like, awesome. This thing has so much L3 catch. It's going to be a machine. That's not what's making, you know, these things mine super fast. The L3 catch, in sense, is the slowest catch on your CPU. The fastest catch is actually your L1 catch. Your L2 catch is next in line. It's faster. And your L3 catch, it's the slowest catch of them all. But it's able to utilize your threads to more processes. So what's going on, like we see with Raptorium, why Ryzen's are doing good and the Intels aren't, is because like the 39, the 3950, the 59, and the 5900X, they got 64 megabytes of L3 cache. Raptorium needs 2 megabytes per thread. So that's why we're utilizing our full CPUs here on Raptorium, getting decent hash rates because a whole CPU is working. On the Intels, they have like, you know, they have 16 thread, 20 some thread CPUs, but they only got like 30 or 24 megabytes of L3 cache. So only utilizing like 12 threads out of 24. They're only using 25 to 50% of their CPU while mining like Raptorium and stuff. Now this is where things are going to get different because this has so much L3 cache. It has 96. So coin like Haven, which is very profitable, but you're only utilizing half of your CPU on a 3950X and a 5950X. A 39 and a 5900X just utilizing about 3/4 because both CPUs are only using 16 threads because it's limited to its L3 cache limit. So this coming in with 96 will be able to utilize all 16 of its threads on Haven. And that's going to be meaning it's going to be mining the same as a 3900X and a 5950X and so on, because it's using the same amount of threads. It's maximizing them. So this will see probably similar performance on Haven, but it's going to fall behind because it doesn't have the cores and threads on Raptorium like those CPUs have themselves. So that's how I see this playing out. And that's why the 7000 series, if it comes in at like 128 megabytes of L3 cache, will then be able to load all 32 threads of a 7950X onto Haven, and Haven could become the next most profitable coin to mine. Because right now it's fairly profitable and on par with Raptorium and stuff, but we're only using half of these CPU power, kind of like how we're seeing Intel onto Raptorium, for example. We're going to see the 7000 series unleash the full CPU if it sees at least 128 megabytes or so of L3 cache, so it can fully utilize all 32 threads. So that's what I kind of see going on with the CPU. So let me know kind of what's going on like that. You know, that's how I kind of see this playing out. So let me know if that makes sense to you guys or not. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway. But you know what? Maybe because of it too, you know, we may see slightly per thread performance on it. So if that's another boost, that's awesome. Just, you know, the bottom line is seeing how this thing does perform in mining will probably give us a good idea of what to expect out of the 7000 series. Like I said, if it gets that big L3 cache, and if this does get a little more performance, you know, on the algorithm per thread, like I don't think this thing's going to beat any 3900X or anything. And coming in at the price, you're still better off with the 3900X or the 5900X and, you know, 5950, 3950X price to performance issues, because this looks fairly expensive for what it is. But, you know, it's the new CPU. They're going to put that bigger price tag on it. But I do think it'll give us an idea what to expect on the AM5 7000 series. If they get that big boost, we will see these new mining monster Haven CPUs coming out. So that's what's going on here. Much better buy for mining. 5700X is only $299. Yeah, that's what I mean. What was the 58 X3D coming in? It was like, it was just under the price of like a 5900X, wasn't it? Is it just like $50 less or something crazy like that? Reasons the 5900X sale is great. Yeah, another reason. Yeah, the 5900X sale is great. Probably because people are, oh, the 58 came out, X3D, you know, it's being promoted as going to be the next best awesome single thread performance monsters. As miners, guys, we don't care about any of that stuff. Who cares about the boost clock? Who cares how high you can overclock it? Who cares how much? Well, we do care about how much L3 cache is in it to a point. This thing has, you know, enough to utilize everything on Haven, but it's not really going to give us any bonuses on the other coins. This is what I'm kind of seeing here. If we see a little bit of extra hash rate, great, awesome. You know, we could see slight boosts, but this CPU is still not going to outperform, you know, the 3 and 5000 series. And where it's going to be about equal is potentially on Haven alone, it could be just as good as the 3 and 5000 series. So yeah, that's kind of what I see going on with that CPU myself. Again, you know, testing, it takes testing. I don't know. I'm basing everything off a stats perspective. So things could obviously in performance situations do something a little bit different. So that's great there. But it does look like we will have numbers for that in the Discord later on. So that's awesome. I got to scroll back up to see who actually was getting it because I forgot. Keep an eye out. We're scrolling. Why can't I find it? Oh man, who's getting it? I forgot who was getting it. And like, they're here all the time, so I should know their name. I'm very sorry. Very sorry. I don't know what CPU to buy. I guess, you know, I'd wait. There's sales going on. You know, there may be more used market sales. We're going to see some numbers and some testing on this new CPU. So once we actually figure everything out, you know, just wait out a couple days and then we'll see, you know, is this thing worth buying and stuff. Too much stuff going on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. This is going to be a busy year. It's a release year. We got NVIDIA's 4000 series coming this year. We got AMD's, well, their GPUs are going to be coming this year. Again, not recommending GPU purchases, but still testing and stuff. Technically, I'm obligated to buy a GPU as much as I don't want to. I could probably send it back. But anyway, you know, we got the CPUs. Ryzen's ready to drop its things. Now Intel has this Raptor Lake coming, you know, Gamers can have that. They talked about doubling their catch, but they did not double their L3 catch. It's still a trash CPU when it comes to mining. So stay away from the Intel Raptor Lake whenever it drops. It's bad, specs-wise anyway. On paper, it's bad for mining. But yeah, AMD is set to drop, and it may be sometime second half of this year, and it may be like third quarter-ish potentially. So it may be just around the corner on that 7000 series. So very interesting stuff. We'll see what happens with motherboard leaks and drops. Then we'll have a better timeline on that. Do you know anything about CPU mining on an Intel Mac? No, I have never tried to mine on an Intel Mac or a Mac in general or anything like that. So no, I'm not really too sure. It's Kiss Ruckus. There he is. 5800X3D is 9 to 10% faster than 5800X in games and apps, so the catch brings 9 to 10%. See, that's one thing you got to remember. They always say 9. Do you notice that every year? Every time something new comes out, it's the same numbers, 9 to 10%. Or, GPUs, it's 20 to 30%. It's always the exact same numbers every single year. That's just like an industry standard, it seems like. So is it actually going to be the percentages? Who knows? We'll find out what happens. And remember, that's single thread performance, which they're talking about boost clocks and peaks and, other stuff there. So they're saying 5 to 10%. Let's look at actually 50, then the 58. So what's the 5800 specs? Okay, wait, let's just do that one. Let's look at 50x specs. So what are the clock speeds and everything on this? 5800X. Boost clock is 57. Okay, so 4.7, 3.8. What? That's very interesting. Very, very. How are they saying this thing is going to be 9 to 10% faster in games and apps? Look at this. The X3D boosts up to 4.5. Whoa, where'd you get those?
It was from the Easter Bunny.
What?
The Easter Bunny gave these to Mom.
When?
Today, I think?
Oh, sounds like the Easter Bunny came and gave something. I don't know. Something just happened here. Anyway, look at these clock speeds, guys. So the X3D is it's a 4.5 boost clock and a 3.4 base clock. The 5800X has a 4.7 boost clock, 0.2 higher than the other one, and a 3.8 base clock. That is so weird. L2 catch, 4 megabytes. How come it doesn't have the L2 catch on this one? There's some funny stuff going on. On paper, this thing is straight out slower. L2 catch, 4. Same L2 catch. Okay, 4 and 4. It doesn't have the L1 then. I don't know. There's some crazy stuff going on here. We're just going to have to wait for numbers. But this is weird. This is very weird. Definitely. Some games it's 15% faster in games. I watched the reviews. Some games. So it's some games. So games that have not much stuff happening, it's faster. Don't forget about resizable bar for gaming. Infinity cache. That's why 5800X. Oh, that's right. They probably added that in. So you do also, resizable bar, and they're, they got their SAM technology. So all their stuff was probably tested on, obviously, AMD GPUs. If you remember when they first started dropping this, if you mix an AMD CPU, the new ones, the 5000 series plus, with the 6000 series AMD GPUs, allegedly, them working together boost each other's performance. So, yeah, I don't know. Stuff like that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, though. Anyway, we've been here for a little while, guys, so we should probably wrap this one up. That's crazy. Thanks for all you guys for sticking around through all my rips, ramps, and rants, and all that other crazy stuff. So much appreciated. But I guess I gotta go find something to do a video on something. Hopefully, maybe we'll get some of those CPU numbers so I can get a video, together on alleged rumored hash rates. Kiss Ruckus, you got some hash rates already? They set it on 3.4 for the TDP. It is still 105 CPU. The extra catch need more power, or if they leave it 3.8 is over. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So obviously they're just lying to you in every aspect, and you can just do a lot more. I'm just kidding. But all right, guys, much appreciated for showing up. I will see you guys on the next one.
Rabid out.